Okay, so yeah, we are doing the worksheet 39. Yeah, worksheet 39 is revision. Okay, but at the same time, Jaslyn, you key in the numbers, the answers or not? Okay, nah. Okay, so in the number 89.76, which digit is in the hundreds place? So this is testing you about decimals, talking about the value. And this value is at the hundreds place. How to look for hundreds place? What is your answer for this? Digit number 6, because the 7 must be tens, right? So this one must be hundreds, THS. So number 6 is the answer. Okay. All right. So next question. Division of fraction, 1/4 divide by 9. So keep, change, flip. Remember the word we say, keep, change, and flip. What do you keep? 1/4. What do you change? The sign. Divide become multiply. And what do you flip? Because this is 9/1, it will become 1/9. So 1 out of 36. Question D. Sorry, option D. Okay. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you for responding. Yeah, you can key in here also for what you have found. Next question. The height of Kelvin is 100 centimeter and the height of Danny is 145 centimeter. Find the ratio of Kelvin's height to Danny's height in the simplest form. So now he's talking about two person. Kelvin as 100, Danny will be 145. So find the ratio of C to D. Okay, so we have to put them into column. One is for Kelvin, the other one is Danny. All right, and this is 100 centimeter. This is 145. So when you ratio them, you just have to simplify it to the simplest form. And this is multiple choice question, not supposed to use calculator, right? So don't use calculator, use division by 20, okay? Sorry, divide by 5 first. Slowly, okay? So divide by 5. So this one divide by 5. We get down to 29. Okay? So this one is C to D, option A. Okay? Any question? Number 4. What is the value of 0.95 multiplied by 200? Okay, so if you cannot use calculator, what I can suggest is you break it into 2 because 2 times 100 equals to 200. Okay, so you just need to do the 2 shifting first, multiply by 100. So 0.95 times 100, you can shift your decimal point 1, 2. So this is 95 times 2. So what is 95 times 2? 10, 18, 19, 190. Okay? Hati. All right, next question. The figure shows a cube with a side 8 cm. So this is called a what? Cube. What do we mean by a cube? A cube are all sides are equal. 8 by 8 by 8. And he wants you to find the volume. So volume is 8 times 8 times 8. That give you 512. I remember last time we learned about perfect cube numbers, right now. Yeah. Can you all remember? Cannot, never mind. Go back to the PowerPoint slide. Draw it down with that table. Okay. Question number 6. There are so many bicycles and vans in the car park. Which of the vehicles at the car park are vans? So they wanted vans. Then the total vehicles, if you take a look at the total vehicles, you'll be 160 plus 240. Okay, and that would be 400. So he wants a fraction that are van. So van is the numerator, which is 240 over 400. Reduce it to the simplest form. Remove the 0 first. Then after that, divide by 4 first. Okay, both can be divided by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 6. 40 divided by 4 is 10. Okay, so then after that, we can divide this by 2, which is 3. 3. Which is here. Okay? Right. Question 7. Okay, I want to read through this. All right, are you with me? Okay, can I check? Hui Hui, hello. Okay, Jovan is here. Sorry, who else is here? Howie, yes. Jovan? Yeah. Hi, Gerald, Kaihan. Are you catching up with the corrections? We are now at question 7. Right. Can I go on to question 7 now? Okay, let's take a look at this question. The mass of container P and container Q is 0.6 kilogram. The mass of container P and now container R, so probably I use another sheet. Okay, so this one I square it. Then the total is 1.5 kilometer. But the container R is actually 4 times as much as Q. Find the mass of P. Okay, so what they want is P. So I can put them into column, okay? Let's put them into P, Q, and R, okay? P, Q, R. Okay, so let's say container P, container Q, container R. Okay, so container P and Q is 0.6, the mass of P and R. R is 4 times, so can I say this is 4 unit? You see, I'm starting from here. Okay, this one is 4 times as heavy as Q. So Q must be 1 unit. Okay. And after that, he says the container, I'm going backwards, working backwards from here. Right? I have done up for the sentence for this one already. Okay, as Q. This one. So now I focus on the unknown of PQ. So can I say PQ itself is 0.6? Okay, so probably I want to do this P plus Q equals to 0.6 kilogram. The mass of P plus R is equals to 1.5 kilogram. Okay. And we say that R is 4 times. Now, do you realize when I write it here, I have a same column for P and R? Okay, here. See? I have a P for the same column. Correct? Okay, so that I can make a comparison easier later. Okay, let's take a look at the next question. The first sentence. Container P plus Q is 0.6 and container P and R is 1.5. So R, just now I say R itself is 4 units, right? And then container Q is 1 unit here. So meaning to say R, difference between R minus Q is equals to 3 units. That is their difference, right? So on top of that, if you take a look, can I say the difference is using 1.5 to minus 0.6, and that gets 0.9. Okay, let me show you in model how can this work. Okay, let's say this is Q. Okay, so when this is Q, what happened to these 4 units? R. So the difference from here to here is 3 units. Right? So do you realize who is the repetitive, the one that is appearing twice is actually P. So I'm going to put P here, okay? So imagine if I have this. So can I say this is P? So this is also P. Right now. And then I fill in my P and Q here will be 0.6. Okay. So this is 0.6. And from here to here is 0.9. Sorry, 1.5. So the difference of 0.9 will belong to here. Correct. 0.9. So I'm going to find 1 unit using 0.9 to divide by 3. Each of them will be 0.3. Okay, for each small units. Right? So meaning to say, I can fill this up as 0.3. How to find P now? I have 0.6 minus away my 0.3. Then I get 0.3 for the P. Okay, so what I found here is Q, that is 0.3 earlier. It happened to be the same value, all right? Just happened to be. But if you leave your answer as 0.3 as Q, then answer is also wrong because this is also only meant for Q. So you need to have a final critical step in order to get down to the answer. Okay, which is 0.3. That's option number C. All right. So far, okay now. So in here, there are a few things that you need to do is identify what are the concepts here. What do you want to call this? I call it the repeated entity. What do you mean by repeated entity? The one that is repeated 2 times, named 2 times. So I call repeated entity. Entity refers to the thing. Okay, so which one is the repeated entity here? Which one? If you take a look, okay, I'm going to highlight this in green. What is the repeated entity? Here, you look here. Container P is the entity. The mass of container P, they mention again. So this P and this P, we call them repetitively being mentioned. So